Microphone muted.
All right. Welcome to the 14th Solace Podcast. Don't do it then, please.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Welcome to the 14th Solace Podcast. I'm AJ, and I am your new incumbent Prime Minister of Solace.
I'm Ray. I'm a General Solace.
Hey everyone, I'm Oy, and it's third time as charm as General.
Hey, I'm Sean Bay, General in Solace.
Hey, I'm dumbfounded. Sean Bay is my girlfriend, and I'm just here so I won't get kicked.
Hello everyone, my name is Walmat. My RuneScape name is Walmatzer, and I'm a recruit in Solace.
All right, so we'll take a minute to basically say like what have you guys been doing in the past month or while, whatever. So
I got 100 mil fishing and been doing some Nightmare Zone.
I've been doing a variety of skills, and I got a quest gate, but I'm closing in on 150 mil agi.
I've just been doing agility, nothing new.
I'm just trying to get unburnt, finish school, skill hopping like mad.
I'm just finishing some 99s off, just finished off agility, working on mining.
I've been just mining, and I've been doing a little bit of pyramid plunder every now and then when I feel tired at night. So switch between those, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So the first thing we need to talk about is how much the leadership team has changed in the past month. So in case you don't know, Finbar stepped down, and he gave his leadership to me. And we've had a massive change, well, sort of slight change in the administrative team. So Dreamscape has stepped down, and we have replaced the gens that stepped down with Oy and Sean Bay. So how do you guys feel about that?
So right now I think we have a pretty solid team. I think it's going to last for quite a while. I think a lot of people have said that in the past, even though Solace right now is known for like swapping leaders pretty quickly, but for how it is right now, I think it's pretty solid.
I think it's working well right now, how it is right now, and AJ's doing a great job. He's active in the TS, so I really like that as a leader.
There's been a lot of action recently, like a lot of news, but I don't know. I was actually really surprised that I was Gen because, I don't know, Brad messaged me at like 6 in the morning, and he's like, hey, you're a Gen now. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But, hope I do well. And the other gens are good.
Well, I really miss Finn, to be honest. I think Finn was the best leader you could ask for. But the new leader, AJ, I mean, he's a pretty cool guy. I'm really happy for Sean getting Gen. I love Sean. And Brad is a great Gen. I know he's not new, but he's the best Gen we have forever.
I think the leadership team is pretty strong as it is right now, and I'm really glad that we have Sean in the leadership team. I think he'll do a great job.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I'm taking Finn's place, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far, and I'm really looking forward to leading this clan in the future. I know Oy, and basically Oy is very experienced, and he's a pretty reliable person, and I knew what I was getting into when I put him on the Gen team. And Sean Bay, I'm expecting pretty big things from him, and he's already been proving himself pretty well. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to the future of this clan with the Gen team that we currently have.
Hear that, Sean? You got big things you gotta come up to.
Oh no.
Hey man, like this, you helping out with those spreadsheets, like that's really, I like that's great. That's up higher than my expectations for a recent Gen.
I just have to be not the worst Gen Solace has ever had. That's what I'm aiming for.
Who is or who was the worst gen?
Started with
Brad.
a J.
Brad.
Yeah.
Started with a D.
All right. So
Oh,
all right. Sorry. Go on. Go on.
nothing.
All right. So Solace recently started host. So we basically just started an EHP comp this morning about 10 hours ago actually. 48-hour comp. We let pretty much Smileys of any clan enter the competition, and the winner gets 10 mil, and it's a solo competition, so free for all. Been pretty active so far. We have like around 30 participants, and I'm really excited to see who's actually going to win this because I have my money on a few people, and like there's at least like a good 10 people that might actually like go all the way and not sleep at all, which that's pretty entertaining to watch, to say the least. Well, what do you guys think? How you guys enjoying the comp so far?
I myself, I'm not in the comp right now because I go on vacation in like 7 hours. I'm heading to skiing vacation again. So I really like the concept for an EHP comp though, and if I was able to join, I would have joined. But yeah, it's not the case right now. Really looking forward for another one.
I love EHP comps because I always lose, but I always like to see like the big hitters swing hard. Like I think Lelidor is gonna win, man. I got all my money on Lelidor. You better not lose.
I was actually surprised when he asked to join because it was like pretty last minute, and like he's pretty like I expect big things from Elodor because he's done insane no-lifing records. So a lot of big names on this list.
I'm surprised with how many people signed up. Like, I really wasn't expecting 30-something people. And I'm just... I think I'll probably get around the middle of the squad. I don't think I'll do too well. But I think at least one person's going to go to at least 46 EHP or 48.
I think it's that cash prize that really brought people to this comp.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially from the other clans.
At least some of the people, for sure. I mean, obviously, it's really fun no-lifing and stuff, but cash prize, you gotta have a reward, and it's gonna attract participants for sure.
Yeah, I just got home like 20 minutes ago, so I think I missed like the first 11 hours of the comp or something, so I'm not gonna compete. But everyone else is gonna make some fat gains.
Yeah.
Interrupt someone.
Yeah, I think some names here: Sean Bay, Frozen Day, Ned Flanners, Lelal.
Don't put any pressure on me.
I think
Dukami.
who else?
Dukami says he's gonna go hard.
Dukami's going
Dukami.
the full 48.
I kind of want to say Chris
go to bed.
might do it too. He might not play the whole time, but he'll stay up the whole time. I think that might happen. Like who do you guys think will actually stay up for the full 48 hours of this?
I don't think anyone.
Frozen Day. Frozen
It's
Day's going to do the
Lelidor.
48.
It's harder than you think, honestly. Like
I think people are gonna drop off in the 40s.
I think
It's
there are like 3 people who can do actual 48 hours straight.
You think you could do 40?
I can do 40. I don't know about 48. I mean, personally, like the comp started at 5 in the morning for me, so I got up at 4:30 a.m. Got like 5 hours of sleep. So
Oh.
That's enough.
I mean, we're almost a fourth of the way through the comp. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
we've had some slight issues recently with like EHP rates and stuff, and hopefully now I posted a thread about this, and I basically posted a few EHP rates that we're going to be scaling people at, and a lot of people are complaining about Slayer. So Slayer is going to have to be like calculated on a case-by-case basis because not everyone's doing it the same way, and it's kind of annoying to calculate. But that's something I didn't foresee when I first started it, and yeah, small things like that, EHP rates for certain methods, we're gonna have to look at on a case-by-case basis. but it should work out fine towards the end. I don't think it's gonna be too close towards the end for it to be coming down to these rates, but we'll see. All right. So as the new Prime Minister of Solace, someone asked, "What are my plans for the future of the clan?" Now, I've been working on a few spreadsheets lately, namely a recruitment spreadsheet is something that Sean Bay has actually been helping out on a lot. This is something that we didn't actually have prior, and yeah, a few other things are basically to do with the podcast. Now, originally we had, or not originally, but for the past like over half a year, we've had the podcast scheduled to happen once every month. And now we're going to change this to a bi-weekly schedule. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to do our podcast one weekend, Hex is going to do theirs the next weekend, and then we're going to alternate like that each weekend. And yeah, a few other changes, small changes to the podcast as well. Obviously I got a new gen team pretty quickly on, and I got other plans for the future. I'm not too sure yet, but I definitely want to do big things for this clan. Yeah. So next hot topic we have here is Yor. So what are you guys' thoughts on what's recently happened to Vior's account?
I was pretty surprised, honestly, even given his past. Like, I didn't think he'd get banned again, and especially for RWT, that kind of shocked me with the whole fouls thing. But yeah, I was just basically surprised. I guess third time's the charm.
Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen the last of him for sure. I was actually like I woke up in the morning and I found out pretty quickly what had happened, and I wasn't actually surprised. Like initially, I wasn't surprised that he had gotten banned. I was surprised that there was reroll trading though, and I was like, what's up with that? But I mean, Viewer's a really good friend of mine, and he's always been a really close friend of mine, and it was kind of sad to see his account go away. He was going pretty hard before he was banned. Yeah. Still hangs out in TS with us. I didn't let him stay in TS because, he still got us as friends.
I got to give a shout out to Vior for helping with spreadsheets and such. And I was actually really surprised. I know that he has like history, but I was actually really surprised that he got banned. Yeah, it struck me pretty hard. I was sad to see it happen because, I mean, whether it's deserved or not, I looked up to him because he was really good during like Skilling Cup and such, and I really like his playstyle. I guess his playstyle and mentality towards the game.
I definitely love his sense of humor as well. That's something I really loved about Vior. His personality and sense of humor really got to me in a good way.
First of all, I love Vior, but I don't know. I don't really understand how he got banned. I feel like there's some other stuff that he didn't say because there's not a lot explained about it. But all I know is that Twitter, like the next morning, was fucking awesome.
Oh, the tweets were amazing. I completely forgot about the Twitter banter that we had on that day. That was second to the best day Twitter has ever seen for the Rusev community.
Randy's video, though, cracked me up. I'll give him that. That was a quality video.
Yeah, I expected Randy to roast him, but he just gave the facts, pretty much.
I'd say that's one of his best videos.
Yeah, I liked it.
Well
Yeah,
done,
same.
Randy. Well done.
Yeah, so I don't really think any less of Vior after the incident. I don't think he's ever like wronged anybody in the past. I don't think he ever made enemies. I think he's always been a good person. So everyone in Solace still likes him. and we hope to keep it that way.
I didn't really know Bjorn that well, but he's a really from the time I know him, he seems like a really nice guy, and I actually didn't expect it from him. I knew he had done something in the past, but yeah, it did strike me. But congrats on number one band DHB, I guess.
All right, moving on. So recently, Jagex made some negotiations with a Chinese mining company. The company plans on buying out Jagex for around, I think it was $300 million from when I saw. And I think in the post, Jagex said that nothing bad is gonna, like, there's nothing really gonna change. I think it's just switching from that American shareholders company to the Chinese company. I might be wrong there, but yeah. What do you guys think about Chinese mining company buying out Jagex?
From what I've read, it it won't impact that much. People say microtransactions, but they're not gonna spend 300 mil on a company and then just ruin everything because they probably know that we don't want microtransactions in old school, so that probably won't happen. And there are many positive things about like broadening to the Chinese company because it brings up there's probably going to be more advertising and more people coming to old school, which is a good thing. That's what I think.
Do you think they'll advertise in China so we get like potential Chinese players to the game?
Could
No.
be, but also like just in general, more advertising. The only advertising I've ever seen on RuneScape is one on RuneScape itself, on the clients themselves, and on Facebook for some reason. But I think it would broaden up.
I was kind of surprised when I heard about it, and especially from an ore mining company or whatever. I find that kind of weird. But
Like, what does mining and
Yeah.
and shit like this have to do with having anything in common with?
yeah, that's why I was kind of confused when I saw that. But I don't think much changes will be made to old school anyways. I don't think microtransactions will come into the game. And like Wombat said, I think there's more good things to come from it than bad things.
I think that, well, quite sure the JMods will still be the ones basically in control of the game. So I don't think there's going to be any negative impacts. And with this larger company now owning Jagex, I think there could be more funding for potentially new servers. Like they'd probably add Asian servers, but also potentially Australia, and that could be pretty cool. I think a lot of players would like that.
You think Aussie players will be satisfied? Or is China close enough to
They can
Australia
make
for it to be
Southeast
decent?
Asia servers, and that would be better than any other world or any other server.
Like $300 million, that's quite an investment for a company like that. I do expect big investments from that company if that goes through, such as servers like that. Maybe more DDoS protection as well.
Yeah. Yesterday was bad.
Yeah.
Couldn't log in.
All I hope is that what they said on the Q&A streams is true, because on the Q&A streams they kept talking about, oh, nothing's going to change, nothing's going to change. So that's all Mod Matt K said. So I hope the JMods are telling the truth that nothing's going to change.
I actually want things to change, to be honest. I don't expect things to change for the worse if they do. I actually want them to put money into...
I just mean microtransactions.
I mean, like, they'd have to blackmail us like they did with bonds, really. Unless they just completely remove the poll system, which I don't think they can even do.
What do you mean by forcing bonds? The fact that they put it with free to play, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they just shoved it down our throats with free to play. Like I don't know if you call it blackmail, but they said like either free to play with bonds or no free to play with no bond.
I like the bonds,
I wouldn't doubt if they wanted to put microtransactions into the game that they would force it that way, or they could say like you know, if you want Australian servers, we have to release Solomon's store or Treasure
Well,
Hunter or something.
no microtransactions or no update will justify microtransactions in old school. Even if it's the best update ever, it's not going to pass if it contains microtransactions as well.
Yeah.
Well, I for one welcome our new Chinese brothers. I think they'll bring great things. I'm happy to see people of my own color.
Our brothers.
Yeah, our new Chinese, but we're all playing RuneScape. Come on, we're all brothers here. But like, I honestly don't think any Asian players will actually play because they have so many shitty fucking MMOs in China, like an unreal
League of
amount.
Legends.
They're not gonna fucking play this game.
Yeah, but
It's old and
this ain't a
outdated.
shitty MMO.
They
This
have
is a
tons of shit. Yeah, but no one's gonna play this. This isn't like similar to any of the stupid MMO clones that they play in China. And there's so many of them. They're not even gonna notice that there's a new game. Well, new. That's the whole point. It's not even new. No, they're not gonna bother with it.
See. All right, so JX basically we had a poll a couple weeks ago, and it was basically a content poll referring to the rewards that we get from Monkey Madness 2. First of all, what do you guys think of that poll? What the stuff that had passed? Basically all that jewelry. You guys had read it, and second of all, are you guys actually looking forward to a new quest in RuneScape? Are you gonna do it?
I'm not actually sure everything that passed. Did Monkey Madness 2 pass?
The quest
Mhm.
pass.
Okay, so yeah, I'm fine with the quest being added to the game. I think it'll be kind of fun. I assume it's going to be a somewhat more of a higher level quest compared to other quests, and I think the awards were going to be pretty good, but again, I'm not quite sure what they were. But-
I think I saw like, so they have like amulets, which have like no prayer bonus, or I think they have like, actually I don't know what the prayer bonus was, but basically there's like, I think like the best thing that they have on there is like a tank ring, which is like plus, I think it's plus 10 to all stats or something like that, all defensive stats, and that's probably gonna be the most OP piece of equipment that they're gonna release. And they have like other stuff like an accuracy ring, a strength ring, or not ring, amulet, and all these jewelry are like added on to the onyx versions of them. So you have to like take an onyx, make it into that, and then enchant it with whatever this quest is gonna give. I probably got that wrong, but that's basically what the rewards are. Just a little bunch of combat jewelry. That's gonna be best in slot.
Yeah, I guess if or they sound fairly balanced, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, if you actually look at them, Jax did a really good job with balancing this stuff. In my opinion, at least. I'm
Wait.
looking. Sorry, go on.
Is it the ring that is that gives the regen? There's a ring or something that gives regen upon hits, like a 5% chance of healing 10% of a
I
hit.
think that didn't pass.
Yeah, the jewelry passed,
that
but
was
the
not
healing
content
effects didn't
anyways.
pass.
That was so shit anyways.
Yeah, I don't think people were really too fond of being able to heal. That.
You wouldn't. It would be dead content straight off, because now if you go to bosses, you don't leave the boss because you run out of food. You leave the boss because you don't have any super combat pots. You're already there for an indefinite time, so the ring wouldn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that I'm actually looking forward to the new quest. I'm probably gonna do it right away because of the Well, not just because of the money that I'm going to save on NMZ, but also because I haven't actually done a real quest on RuneScape in like almost 3 years now, so it's gonna be a nice change in pace. Well, actually, I did quest on the alt. Never mind, but something new I haven't done. So yeah, I'll do it. Even if it is an XP waste, I'll still probably do it.
I'm a big fan of quests, so I'm pretty excited for it. And I like new best in slot items because it keeps the game interesting for the PVMers so they don't cry.
Right?
I'm really hyped for the new quest. Not so much for the equipment or the ballista or whatever, but the quest. It's been fucking 3 years, or it's the first new quest they're going to release from into old school, and I hope they do a great job on the quest itself. But the monkey that they previewed on stream looked fucking retarded. That's my
I've never
opinion,
seen
anyways.
it. What describe what it looks like?
I'll search it. No, I'll search it. Go ahead. Next. John.
I'm excited. We're gonna have a clan event, and we're all gonna do the quest together on day 1 with no quest guide.
I thought we were gonna
No.
do it
Are we
together,
gonna do
Sean,
that?
just us two.
Oh, that's our E-date. Yeah,
Fisher, Sean.
we're gonna have a clan event, questing clan event.
You
I
wait
guess
till the
that's a-
guide comes out.
We could do that because that's like a 1 in a million. Well, I mean, that could be like a 1 in a lifetime thing. Like this, they could never like release another quest, and that'd be a kind of cool event to do because we could never have a chance to do it again. So that could be something we'll do. You guys think that's a good idea?
Yep. Let's do it.
Down.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll have to be in the questing mode.
Wait, AJ, I'm gonna
Yeah.
post this in the chat. I have a link. Look, that's the point on the stream where they showed the monkey. It just looks so bad, in my opinion.
Oh, is it? You don't have a picture of it?
No, I'd like to just mute the stream for a second so you can see how it looks from behind or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably look at it later. Actually,
Yeah, take my word for it. It looks stupid.
yeah, I will. So, all right. So, moving on. What do you guys think is the reason for the sudden influx of players maxing recently?
I can't be one of those people that hates on new maxed players, saying, "Oh, who isn't maxed yet? It's 2016 or whatever." Because I don't know. I started playing pretty late, and I only maxed 3 months ago. So, but I think I don't know, I want to say it's soul runes, but it's probably not all soul runes. It's just a culmination of a lot of people that were close to maxing now maxing, but maybe like rune crafting was their last skill and they didn't want to do it, but then soul runes incentivized them to max. Because I know there were a lot of people who were nearly maxed, but they hated rune crafting.
The runecrafting's like the gate was used to be like the gate to maxing. Like if you couldn't, like runecrafting was pretty much the hardest skill, being like most people would do nats and not lavas sort of thing, and that's like less than 30k an hour. So it was not easy to do if you're just a casual player going for max.
Yeah, I also think it's due to soul runes. Like, ever since that came out, it just looks like a lot of people are getting 99 rune crafting.
I don't think it's only that. I think it's a hype right now because it's always been a child's dream to max. When at least for myself, when I used to play RuneScape back in the day, I always wanted to max. And now with all this efficiency going on, which wasn't going on back in 2007, at least not so big, it incentivizes people to actually go and max because it's easier guides and whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot the max cape too. People may have
that's
never wanted to max, but because max cape, then they actually want to.
You guys think that like the benefits of the max cape itself actually gave people incentive?
I think max
like for
cape is really
PVMers?
overpowered.
I know a lot of PVMers wanted the max cape for like I think it was Armadale, because I think that's max cape's like best in slot if you're doing anything like that has to do with range, because it's better than the Avas in all aspects. And obviously there are
Not,
PVMers that just want best in slot.
not really better.
Well, I mean,
Because
it's the
you
same
don't-
thing, and it just has better,
No,
has
the,
more
the range.
utilities.
If you do all the range bonus on the Avas, is pretty good. That you don't have on a max cape. It almost outweighs the double heal rate and the holy runs you get from the max cape. But yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I think there's like actually a bunch of factors for people recently maxing. So Souls is probably the biggest one for sure. Definitely the almost dominating factor in this whole max player scenario. I think we have like almost 300 max players now, and I've seen a lot of people on the current like recent maxers in like PVM clans such as Oblivion and Stud. I think like a lot there's like a hype in the PVM clans to max. I guess it was just the thing to do for a small portion of the clan, and obviously you're just casual people. The jams that just played really consistent low hours for like the last 3 years, and eventually got to max.
Yeah, I think a big amount of just PVMers, they kind of slowly do skills. They just kind of do it when they feel like it. I had a lot of friends who did that. Like, had a friend who's PM'd me, he's about to max, and all he really did to me is just seem like PVMing. So I think given enough time, a lot of PVMers will max, and there's just going to be way more people maxing even now, just because there's a lot of people like slowly getting there.
I mean, like I remember back when I used to be a PVMer, and I always had like a small like side goal. Like if I ever got bored of PVM, I'd just go train some skills for a bit and slowly work on max. And I think that's the kind of player you're describing there, a casual PVMer who just skills when they're bored and want to do something else other than PVM. Yeah, people like that, I guess. A lot of casual players have maxed recently, more casual than actual high-level skillers. And most of these people aren't going to like skill post max anyway, so you're going to see a lot more people just stuck around the early 2K EHP mark, like 2.1, 2.3. People that just wanted to max and then felt like they completed the game and then quit, or just move on to PVM or boss hunting or whatever.
Yeah. I might sound kind of mean saying this, but a lot of people who just want to max just to wear the cape will never max. I think they might lack the motivation.
I will max.
All right, Wombat, I trust you.
My first
Also-
incentive to max was like at Fashionscape with the Sarah cape.
Oh yeah, okay. What
Pretty
was
sad.
actually what was your guys' main incentive to max? And go on to
That.
another question. The Fashionscape.
Yeah, mods firstly, and then yeah, I think the skill cape perks came after the max cape came out initially. So initially the max cape was just a trimmed skill cape, but then yeah, then it became better. Yeah, Fashionscape.
I maxed because back when I played Real RuneScape, that was like early 2008, maybe late 2007. I had no idea what I was doing. I got like 70 wood cutting. I was really proud of that. And when I started old school, it was kind of for fun. I was trying PKing out at first, but then I just kind of pushed towards Knight and Hunter, and then after I got that, I realized it really wasn't that long, and it kind of motivated me to keep doing more.
I personally just wanted 99s, and I got a few, and then, like Ray said, it wasn't that bad. And I thought I could, like, I didn't know if I could really get max. I didn't know if I had what it took. Because there's some skills which I just hated, like Con and Hunter at the time. But over time, just slow progression, I finally maxed.
I remember when I first came to high level skill, and actually my goal wasn't even to max. I wanted to go for post fish next week because like I was like already like getting obsessed with like being macro efficient, and then I just realized after hitting 99 fish, and I was like, yeah, fuck this, let's do something else, and eventually just maxed because I just thought that was a cool thing to do, and I do think it's a cool thing to do, especially for the average player. The average aspiring skiller, I guess. Most people always just go for max right away, if they're a skiller.
What about you, Sean?
My friends pretty much just said level up your skills. I started playing.
They called you bad.
Yeah, they called me bad.
They create a monster.
They told me to play. They gave me some fishing bait. So they enabled me. They gave me a fishing net, and yeah, they said go level up your skills, and then they saw me like 7 months later, and I was max.
4 words was all it took. You maxed really quickly. I was actually impressed by that.
Yeah. Go into your max party, Sean.
Were you at my maxing party?
Yeah, I logged in and when I was
Oh,
playing,
you
and,
were
like,
at my max.
logged
Okay.
in, did
I
a farm
remember
run,
that.
and mid farm run you said you were maxing, so I ran to it. I
Yeah, I remember that.
didn't
I'm
really
glad
know
you
you at
came.
the time.
What, you dumbfounded? You going for max?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm going for EHP. Training the only real skill in the game.
Yeah.
You cooking?
EHP? Did I stutter right?
EHP, the EHP skill.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but
That is the
congrats on
most
200 mil
important
cooking, by the way, right?
skill.
Thanks.
Yeah, like 5.6 bill now, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, moving on. So, a lot of people complain nowadays about how overcrowded Neve's Cave is. And it's usually crowded with people who are not slaying properly, i.e., people who just wear shit gear setups, don't cannon, I don't know, like range blood builds in your room. Like, I don't know, just annoying shit like that. Like, okay, how do you feel about that?
I haven't done Slayer in about 5 months. Can't really like talk about this topic very much, but I've seen on from people's popular's opinion that it's a bitch to get a spot now at Hellhounds, and that Hellhounds are now even a block task because they're so overcrowded, and there should be something should be done about that, but I doubt they're ever going to like expand the Neves Caves even further, or even like hashtag make Neves Caves instant.
They don't need to expand it, they just need to put spots outside the cave so people just don't stay in the cave all day.
You think that them making instance Neve Cave would like make the game like laggy at all? Like, would there be so many instances in the game, or is it not that many?
It's such
That'd be like Nightmare Zone.
instance.
I remember like Nightmare Zone on 330, it was laggy just because of how many instances were in the game. But that might be just because there was hundreds.
Like
Yeah,
hundreds of people slaying, I'd say.
it probably could cause more lag if it was all instant, so just expanding areas could work pretty well. Potentially adding requirements to them. Just thought of this now, but I don't know how that would work. We could figure something out.
I think that they could. I think instead of expanding the cave, they should add more. Like, okay, so not expanding Neve's Cave, but expand like other, like never like Brimhaven Dungeon, or like even the Slayer Tower at this point is getting pretty dull, or is lacking players. Like other caves that aren't really visited that much, they should focus on expanding that, because Neve's Cave, it's clear that it's active content. Try reviving other dungeons, pretty much. In terms of expansion.
To be honest, like as far as the overcrowding goes, I don't really give a fuck about the noobs as long as they hop for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if they
'Cause
won't hop for me, then I'll make them. Like it's really not that hard to crash these days. You just put your cannon down and say nothing. You usually get called a few swear words, maybe reported a few times, but then they leave eventually. It works every time. The longest
If
I've
you-
had to go is like 20 minutes without someone leaving, but they all leave eventually. You just have to be tougher than they are.
And it's
Yeah.
not
Try to
efficient.
fight for the devil, for the blood belt spot. Then, like, there are 3 spawns, and then they try to like snag a blood belt, but your cannon just tags it or whatever, and they're just like, they start bitching again.
I think the most annoying thing is when you're going to like the blood belt spot or whatever, or the hellhound spot, and like you can clearly see. So if you're like meleeing the blood velds and you're in the east room or the west room, sorry, you can clearly see like there's an empty spot in like the south room or the east room, and you're not going to go there, even though you might even know that that's the most efficient cannon spot. But you go there. I don't know why they do it. And the same thing goes for the hellhound spot. Like you'll see like, let's say like a guy with a cannon comes around, and you're just killing. Like you'll say you're even like, let's just say you're an Iron Man and you're doing it the way Iron Man should do it. You see that empty other hellhound spot. Like you should be just going there right away, because you should know by now that no efficient player is going to place a cannon down there. It just should be common knowledge, in my opinion.
They're noobs though, they don't know that.
But yeah, I mean, like, having to crash somebody, especially during like a farm tick, is really annoying. Especially when they don't hop.
Yeah, that could be an issue when you're doing Slayer and farming.
I think I'm not fit for Slayer because I don't have the heart to crash people. I feel bad because efficient slaying has become synonymous with crashing, and you have to crash to get the best XP rates. But I feel bad for people when I crash them. Like I just ruined their day.
You have to learn to express your dominance as an efficient skiller.
I feel sorry.
It's
I
just
feel sorry
too
for
crowded
people
these days to show mercy at this point.
Crash everyone.
I'm not
Everyone.
heartless like that. I can't just go and crash people. I'll usually hop without saying anything. That's why
Sean, I'd probably crash you.
I'm not mean enough to do Slayer because I don't like crashing people.
Is anybody manly enough to crash Link's Titan?
Dave said
Is
he
anybody,
would crash
let me-
Link.
is anybody stupid enough to crash Link's Titan?
Yeah.
That guy's
you
the most
would hop.
persistent
Dave
man.
will.
You think he's gonna hop for you?
Nope.
I did Slayer
Remember
this
Dave
month.
crying
Bought,
about Link's crashing him.
We'll finish our task together, we can share.
I did Slayer this month. Bought an SGS, and after about 5 tasks, I just sold it straight back because the worlds were just way too crowded, and I couldn't deal
Actually,
with it.
hearing Jeet, every time Jeet joins TS and he tells me about how he has to hop 30 worlds to find a blood veld spot, it makes me never want to slay.
The hunter talk all over again.
I remember, like actually, it was earlier today. We were talking with Dukami, and he was getting so mad because he was doing 6 hour, and he like towards the end of the 6 hour, he got an Abbey Demons task, and there's like 5 minutes to the end of the 6 hour. He was like screaming with joy. He's like, "Oh my god, I can finally hop!" And I thought it was just ridiculous how that's what Slayer has come to. I remember when I did Slayer, it was actually in the summer as well, and it was not nearly as crowded as it is right now. Like I know it's Easter as well, but yeah, it's really a problem. And even with all the crashing and whatnot, like Slayer is still my favorite skill. It will always be. But moving on, next topic is tick manipulation ruins game integrity. Now, I don't really know what I want to say to this. I used to be big on this whole game integrity stuff. I never really had a negative opinion about tick manipulation, seeing as I have always mined with tick abuse. I don't think tick abuse ruins game integrity. Some might disagree. I guess it just comes down to personal opinion, really, because there's people who have strong morals like Brad who think that anything that increases XP rates ruins game integrity. But I mean, tick manipulation, like it could, in theory, ruin game integrity, but I think it's a very well-balanced concept within old school. The fact that you can put more effort in and get more reward for it. Might be a glitch, might be bug abuse, but I think it could be considered completely legit and unethical. What do you guys think?
I think it's pretty balanced how it is because you do have to put in a lot more effort, especially for mining, to get those big XP increases. Fishing isn't that hard at all to 3-tick now. It's a very repetitive motion, and it's really easy to keep up. So,
Are you? Sorry, go on.
I don't know. You can ask your question.
I was gonna say, are you are you happy that this new 3-tick method was discovered, or did you prefer the older 3-ticking method?
This method is easier to keep up, but I enjoyed my old method because no one else was doing my method, so technically I was the only person in the game getting 110k an hour, and that was fun to think about. Yeah, because I made a method kind of like Best Folds, but I didn't waste any ticks making snow with a reindeer hat, so that method I made is the same XP per hour as the herb tar method. And it's kind of fun to do, but I'm not disappointed that herb tar was discovered.
For tick manipulation, I don't think it ruins game integrity. People call tick manipulation bug abuse. I would rather call it utilizing game features, and that's not really a problem in my opinion. So yeah, I'm all for.
Well, call it what it is. It is tick abuse, man. It is bug abuse.
Calling it bug abuse is debatable
really?
at this point.
If it's bug abuse, then the mods would have done something about it, but they just
It's a bit
laughed
hard.
at us. Well,
They'd have to change the engine,
it
wouldn't
requires
they?
engine work.
Yeah.
It probably would be a lot of engine work.
I mean, technically, it is an unintentional game feature,
But it's very balanced, even though it's unintentional.
it's like that's like saying that actually no, I'm not that's a bad example. Never
Maybe
mind.
not 2-tick wood cutting, though. I
Yeah.
don't really think that's balanced.
I heard that they
No,
I
I
might
think it is.
do something about that.
I think all the tick minute methods are balanced because it's rewarding if you put more energy in something, you get more return. More input equals more return, and that's a nice feature in a game.
I agree with you, but it's still bug abuse, to be honest. It's unintended. So just to say that you shouldn't call it bug abuse is kind of retarded because it is bug abuse. You're not going to sugarcoat
No,
it.
I don't call it bug abuse.
Yeah, I ain't sugarcoating it. I don't think it's bug abuse.
But you know that they didn't intend on this being the norm.
Unintended game features.
Yeah,
Sure.
clever use of
Feature.
game mechanics.
Essentially
Like,
bug abuse.
Do you guys actually think that they might actually do fix tick manipulation in the long-term future, like at any point in the future?
I wish
Do you
they
think this will
would.
ever be
Long
fixed?
time away.
No, I don't think they would. But if that is the case, like, you'd rather do the slow skills first.
Because
Unless
I-
someone...
I was watching, I think it was 2 Hexes podcasts ago. I was in the chat and I saw Kieran said in the chat that tick manipulation would require no engine work to be fixed. So they wouldn't actually, it wouldn't take any effort pretty much to fix it, according to him. So they could do it at will if people felt it was overpowered. But it does seem well received by the community, so I don't think it's gonna go anytime soon. It might be fixed through an engine rework, as a side effect, but not intentionally fixed. I think a lot of people would complain about that.
Most of the people that complain about, like, tick abuse, are just really too lazy to do it.
Actually, I take that back. I don't think many people would complain about it if it was fixed, to be honest.
I think they would.
I think most people wouldn't really care. I mean, personally, I think the methods are really fun, but I wouldn't really care too much if they did remove it. If they felt like it was a game integrity issue or whatever.
Wouldn't bother me. I'm one of those lazy people.
Yeah, I'd turn into one of those lazy people.
You'd have to turn into a lazy person.
Yeah.
5-tick fish all day.
Play Minecraft on the side.
Tell you, if I ever do fishing, I'm not gonna 3-tick it.
I guess
Dude,
it's
that's why
kind
I
of
think
good
it's
in a way.
balanced.
Yeah, no, it is balanced. It's surprisingly balanced, considering
Yeah.
it was not intended.
All right, moving on though. So if the highest scores were removed, the game, so all high scores, would you quit or nah?
I wouldn't quit because like I know that there would be some third-party high scores.
Oh, also keep in mind that without these high
Oh, I
scores,
guess without the high scores,
CML,
it's harder.
yeah,
You have to
CML
go off
couldn't really go.
screenshots, which would be weird.
Which could easily be faked.
Well, I wouldn't quit, but the game would be very different. I feel like there wouldn't be people playing for rank. Well, obviously people can play for ranks, but I feel like the high level community would be way smaller, and people wouldn't give a fuck. There'd probably be less skillers.
I think people wouldn't know life is hard. Because, like, one of the main reasons I know life is hard was for, like, the high scores, I guess, in CML, and without high scores, there wouldn't be a CML. But for the most part, I just play for personal achievement, so I most likely still would play. If there wasn't high scores, I just wouldn't take the game as seriously.
I think I'd lose all motivation without the high scores. I don't know. I might kind of try to just play RuneScape for purely fun, and I think I still would probably want to finish fishing, but I might do some PVMing as well. Maybe pet hunt, but I don't know if I would enjoy that. It's just as repetitive as skilling in a way. But yeah, I don't think I could quit completely.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Ray there. If the high scores were removed, like I'm a really competitive person, and I really enjoy competing for ranks. And if that was taken away from me, I would definitely stop. I would definitely stop skilling. I would definitely probably play the game more in a casual sort of PVM way, I guess, and not play nearly as much. I'd probably pick up a different game to play at a competitive level.
You go back to zombies.
I wouldn't go back to zombies because that community is pretty much dead now. So I'd
Yeah.
have to I have a few real life friends who play League, and they play at a pretty high level. Like they play at a decently competitive level. So I'd probably join them and try to get better at League and try to get into it, I guess.
Got another
Actually, yeah, I'd have to
convert.
try to get into it first. What's that?
I was gonna say we converted another person. We got Brad already too.
Oh yeah. We were talking about this before a couple weeks back. We could have we could convert Solace to a League of Legends clan if ever at any point the clan died because of no competition or whatever, no high scores. We would be converted to potentially a League of Legends clan. That was just
Why
a
not
small
CS:GO?
idea, not really serious, but I mean, most people probably wouldn't want to play that anyway.
We'll make a Steam clan.
Minecraft clan.
Minecraft clan.
Minecraft.
Bring
Yes.
back the memories.
Trials, Terraria.
We can all just grief. Griefing clan.
What's it? What is it? Factions or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Factions clan.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun on Minecraft to do that.
What's that?
The RuneScape mod one would be
It's
fun.
basically
Okay.
that's basically where you just capture other people.
Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't ever like okay, well, I'm assuming this would also be the same for RS3, and even if it wasn't the same for RS3, I wouldn't go to RS3 and compete because that's like people have already achieved tournament all. It's not really cool to do anymore. Probably have to find a completely new, different game.
I couldn't play. I wouldn't even play at the beginning if there was no high score. I would just have nothing to show for it. Every game I've played before has some form of a high scores or a ladder that you can climb. If there's no ladder to climb in a game, then there's no point for me to play it.
For me, I play for pets, so
Oh, we got a
I,
pet hunter.
Yeah, so post max, I'll just do the skills in their most efficient way to get the pet, because most efficient way is most efficient for pets as well, so it'll be fun. And then, yeah, so I don't really care about the scores, the high scores or whatever. Go on and PVM after those pets, or even when there's new pets, I'll go for those pets. Yeah.
Actually, like I was actually thinking about going for pets. Like on the side with friends if I was ever bored.
Did you kill off your second golem?
No, I'm keeping it. I'm not gonna kill it.
Come on, man. No ball.
I'm afraid I might not get another one because I feel blessed to have gone two in a row that quickly.
Did you insure it?
It is not insured, but I do not plan on going. I do not plan on taking it out of the bank. 'Cause there's no point in me insuring it. That's a waste of money. But I'll probably forget about it and then take it out one day and just die with it. And
You
not have it
want to
insured.
go on another trip to Green Drags?
I'll pass
your
this
pet?
time. All right, so this is a pretty commonly asked question, but we'll go with it. Someone wanted to know, what is your favorite skill and why? For me, it's always been Slayer, just because it's like a small sort of PVM skill, and I have always enjoyed sort of a PVM aspect of the game. I mean, there's not much to it. There's not much PVM you can do while you're skilled unless you're an Iron Man. So any PVM is pretty enjoyable when you can actually do it. Another close second would be rune crafting, for sure, just because really just like I can't really describe like why I like the skill. I just like running back and forth between an altar and a bank. Slayer and rune crafting.
What will be your third? Please say it's mining.
It would be thieving.
What?
Mining's not even top 3.
Mining.
Yeah, what?
I'm not ashamed to admit that mining is probably one of my least favorite skills. Honestly,
That's fucked.
I don't know.
Hardest out first.
What's that?
Getting the hardest ones out of the way first, AJ.
Oh
Ones
yeah,
you like the least.
mentally challenging, man.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I never really had too much of a like for mining, but I just did mining because I just felt like I don't know why I did mining. Honestly, I'm just doing it now because I want to finish it.
Want to beat your curry.
He's in too deep.
Yeah,
There's no turning back now.
there's no turning back. I gotta finish what I started. I'll probably move on to something I also hate. Woodcutting.
Really? Oh, that brings to mind my topic. I love woodcutting. I can't wait to max it and go for the beaver 2 ticking. I've done 99 to like all the way to 3 ticking. I really want to try out the 2 tick method. But yeah. But AJ, what's your how much XP are you at right now for mining?
93.1 mil.
Ooh, almost halfway.
Closing in.
Nice.
Closing in. On the 100 mil goal.
Damn.
Sub goal.
My favorite skill is agility. I just like how chill it is, and
No trap.
I'm one of those. Yeah, I'm one of those casuals who wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't because of already roofs. So Brad will always rip on me for that.
My favorite skill is probably Hunter. I don't know why I'm not hunting right now. Hunter was going to be my second option to do after maxing. So, yeah, I would say Hunter. I should probably be hunting.
My favorite might actually be a tie between rune crafting, mining, and hunting. I feel like I could really enjoy doing any of those skills any time of the day. Yeah, kind of like AJ said, he doesn't know why he's mining. I'm just still fishing. I'll finish it, but not my favorite skill.
You're just numb with the skill now. You just can't stop.
Yeah,
And you'd feel bad if you stopped.
yeah, that's true.
That's pretty much the situation that I'm in. But I kind of grown to enjoy mining now, in a sort of relaxed way.
My favorite skill is agility because of the mental challenge it takes. I mean, even though it takes no effort to click on the obstacles on the roof, it takes a lot of hours. So that just really tells you how much of a mental challenge there is involved in this glorious skill that I can only train.
Is it mentally challenging?
Yeah, it's very mentally challenging. But honestly, no joking, I really like Hunter. I think Hunter's my favorite skill. I would just really
Yeah,
enjoy it.
Hunter.
Why has no one said combats?
Black chins or red chins?
Combat's
I
super neat.
love both. I even like I
All
dabble
chins
in a
are
bit of
equal.
grays, you know, like Brad, because I really look up to Brad. He's a star.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any plans. Like, Slayer's my favorite skill. I don't have any plans on doing it in the future, which is kind of like a good thing almost, because I'm always looking forward to it in the long run. Definitely going to enjoy that whenever I get around to it.
You have a lot of willpower to just not do your favorite skill, I find. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd just be on. Well, I am doing it. But yeah.
No, who knows? I might skill hop the Slayer every now and then.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
feeling it.
Well, if you're out of your NMZ hours, you'll probably have to. Unless
Yeah.
you're going to do a different skill.
The Black
Hopefully
Demon test.
Hopefully that just
Oh.
never ever happens.
Oh, it's going to happen.
It'll never happen. They're gonna...
You have to do dishes every day. You have to do NMZ every time.
Not every day. Not every day. I don't have
No?
to do them every day. I have some free days.
Wait, AJ, would you rather do it, like if you had the possibility, the team viewer from your work and do NMZ all day and lose all those hours but like gain XP?
What are you trying
Or
to say?
not? Or use
I can't-
those
I
hours
cannot.
more valuable?
What are you trying to say, Wombat?
Yeah, do you know?
Would you rather?
Like low-key calling him out.
I can translate for you.
I can't believe you're taking shots at me, Wombat.
What? Why? There's no
I-
shots. I'm
I
just
can't-
asking him if he would rather like, spend those hours to get faster XP or use the hours like while he's doing the dishes or whatever, so he's not
It's a good
XP
question.
Yeah, I think that goes into another question down below, but
Oh,
Fucking on the washing
my
machine.
bad.
oh, shit, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. I can't do NMZ while I'm working. I believe I've actually tried. I can't do it. Because it's just too hectic. Where I'm at, where I work. Yeah. So, would you rather better yourself, or would you rather better the planet? I really like this. Obviously, the selfish answer would be myself, but I mean, like, I think I'm good enough to the point where I don't need to better myself anymore. So I'm gonna say the planet just because of that reason.
I'm gonna go with bettering the planet as well. Because
Oh, he's a selfless person.
To be honest, I would improve myself because I don't really give a shit about other people in general. I know that's
mean,
really selfish to say,
through-
and lots of people would disagree with that, but think about it, to be honest. If you look deep, who do you care about? You or someone else? You care about yourself, don't you? Everyone cares about themselves. I just probably care about myself a bit too much.
I mean, like, just through process of elimination, that's the only reason why I'm picking better the planet. Just because I don't feel the need to better myself anymore.
Well, I guess bettering the planet would better yourself too, so it's kind of a
Yeah,
retarded
Yeah, it's a
question.
it's a win-win situation. And yeah. Christ.
What do you think, Wombat?
Wait, Sean just replaced me.
I never wrote my name on this question.
I'm selfish, so I would say myself.
Wow.
Because also, wait, one thing. If you aren't a vegetarian, you
What?
are. No, no, no. Like if you are in the vegetarian, you are. Wait, why are you messing up everything? You aren't bettering the planet. You're bettering yourself. So you're. So that's pretty much the answer to that question. If you're a vegetarian, you would rather better the planet. Just
What?
think about it.
Okay,
Just
well,
think about it. If you're a vegetarian, you would rather
Yeah.
better the planet and like suffer. If you aren't a vegetarian, you'd rather.
No.
I'm just gonna say I lost you at vegetarian.
I zoned out completely when he said vegetarian.
I'm actually agreeing with
Sorry.
Wombat. I agree with Wombat.
See, oh, I love you, Ray.
I always knew Ray was a hippie.
No, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm a full-on meat eater. I don't give a
You're
fuck
carnivore.
about
Yeah, you eat
vegetarians.
meat, alright.
Damn.
Like, in what way, like, would you guys, if hypothetically you picked Better the Planet, in what way would you want to?
Slaughter the level 3 skillers.
World peace.
Holy shit!
Yeah, world peace is
No, you gotta have
level 3
Gothics.
is
No. Like, there's gotta be a balance. World peace just can't happen. You
Yeah,
gotta have
so kill the
Gothics.
level 3s like Hitler would have.
And maybe the Iron Man, and then you got
No,
yourself.
not the Iron Man, unless they're level 3.
You slay the Iron
Sorry,
Man. right out.
Kepi.
Except for Cappy.
He's not
'cause
level
Cappy's-
3.
Cappy's
Oh,
a fucking.
oh yeah, because he was killing shit for Earth Talisman.
Cappy's a god, so basically everyone but Cappy in the Iron Man community could be slain.
What about Speed? You want to kill Speed?
Yeah, he can be gone. Kappa, I'm just kidding. Speed can stay. Only if select few people can stay. And then we'll
What
have
about
world peace.
Delicious?
Oh, kill
Crescendo?
Crescendo.
He's probably playing MW2 right now, so it doesn't matter.
I guess like the only way I could think of like bettering the world would just be like more like embracing multiculturalism. Basically, like less discrimination, more bringing the world together. It's sort of like world peace, I guess. Like it's like especially like with what gaming does, like communities like this, we're all around the world. Really brings in multiculturalism, and I like that. I think there should be more of that. Sure, especially like with third world countries. But yeah, moving on to a somewhat similar topic, I guess. So what are your RuneScape morals? Now, I have a lot of morals. So basically, like a big
disagree.
one is I use alts, and the big reason why I use alts is because sharing is caring. You know, I share the wealth amongst other accounts. I'd say that's pretty moral. Also, donations is also moral as well because you're if you're like declining a gift that somebody cared enough to give to you, that's rude to them. That's rude. You gotta accept their donation. That's moral. What else is there? Nothing I can think of at the top of my head. Want to go ahead, Ray?
I completely disagree with what you were saying. I'm doing the
Really?
same
I'm
things
surprised.
I'm doing the same things that you're doing, and I'd like to say I have no morals when it comes to my personal thoughts on how I play the game. If I got a shop vault, I use AHK. I sit in Nightmare Zone if I need the AFK.
Use diagonals, though, right?
Nope.
You against them.
Nope.
Cool.
Wake up.
Oh yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Don't have any. Wombat, what are your thoughts on
Oh
morals?
my god, why is everyone moving? I have no morals except for no RWTing. That's the
That's
only-
that's
What
a
about
rule though.
botting?
That's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, botting. Yeah, okay, botting. That too. Well,
That's a real
PhD is
rule.
Botting, so.
What about racism, Wombat?
No comment.
Can that be applied to a RuneScape moral?
I think that bullying clan members should be frowned
That-
upon.
Okay. Not racism, but I'll give you that.
I too have no morals. I barely use an alt though, just because I'm lazy, but I do have one.
Well, my morals pretty much all relate to what I'm too lazy to do. So, too lazy for an alt. That's probably the only reason I don't have one. Well, the reason I don't use one, I do have one, but yeah, I'm too lazy, and I just enjoy playing on one account more, and I'm willing to take the hit money-wise and be at a disadvantage for it.
Well, according to the 13 commandments of the Church of Bradism, I'm probably going. I'm not going to do very well. I'm not going to the Promised Land. Thou shalt not use Altscape. Yeah. Well, I lose there.
I think one that I forgot. Actually, just okay, bug abuse. Yeah. I'm using something that might not be known as. Okay, I'll give heroes for an example. People who didn't know that was actually an unintentional game feature. I think it's important to thoroughly test features that Jagex unintentionally implements. So I think that's moral. I guess in this case, bug abuse. In that special case.
So you could call bug abusing just testing out a new game mechanic.
Yeah, I'm just testing the features. I'm just testing the
Exactly.
unforeseen game mechanics.
You
And I
could
do
just
not
plead
expect you to be banned
ignorance,
for
I
it.
guess. You could claim that you thought it was part of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, I have many morals when it comes to RuneScape. You know, I care a hell of a lot about the game integrity. Like you could even say like, in favor for decreasing or increasing the XP rates, just because the less time you put into RuneScape, the less bandwidth Jagex has to use. So it's nice to them. Yeah, it's pretty moral as well. I don't think there's any others I can think of on the top of my head.
Why
Pretty moral guy, honestly. I have to say. When it comes to game integrity, I'm definitely an expert. But all right, moving on though. So question is basically why do people hate level 3 skillers?
Well,
Take it away, Ray.
I don't hate them. Um, you know, no, I actually have nothing against them, but I think a lot of people only talk to like some of the like highest level 3 skillers. They're all level 3. I think a lot of people think they just have big egos and they think they're really good, but from what I've seen, that's not the case.
Exactly.
I mean, like, I really like. Okay, well, so basically, Solace has actually like the rank ones. It has a bunch of level 3 skillers. So I can't. Like, I actually really sort of have a respect for level 3 skillers. The fact that they want to they're forced themselves to limit themselves. In a way that's not like Bradfordly. That's why I respect them. I mean, like, I don't know, level 3 skillers has always been a thing, and I mean, I welcome them just as much as any other player, really. I mean, I can't really have anything against a level 3 skiller. I know some people don't like some of the stuff that they say, but I mean, at the end of the day, pretty sure they would have said the same thing if they were not a level 3 skiller anyway.
I didn't know that people thought that level 3 skillers are like have big egos. Like I thought I thought like pures have the biggest egos or something, or I don't know if that was that's a
Well,
stereotype.
level 3s are a no
That is-
combat spear.
Yeah, but I mean like in general, people think that PKing pures, like one defense pures, have big egos, but I didn't know that like people hated level 3 skillers. The only thing I don't like about level 3 skilling that's off-putting is your Slayer level, because like your Slayer level is all dependent on how many lamps you get, which you'll accumulate over time, but I mean, yeah, like the level 3 high scores, there's a lot of max level 3s, and then it just depends on how many genie lamps you get to put into Slayer. But I don't hate level 3 skillers.
I don't hate level 3 skillers. I really believe in everything that they're striving for. I mean, everyone deserves rights, you know. So as long as there's someone at the top of the pack of level 3 skillers fighting for their rights, then I think that's a good thing, you know.
They're right.
I think
Everyone has rights,
they're-
Ray. Everyone has
Level
rights. Even
level 3 skillers. Level 3 skillers are an oppressed group.
They are. They definitely are, and I don't believe
Yeah.
in that. That's not right.
So should we just...
Pretty
Any
sure.
sarcasm in there? Or?
Are you saying we should get rid of them, Alex?
Not me.
Did you say
I-
you wanted to
I
exterminate
kind of
them?
feel bad for all the terrible things I've said about level 3 skillers. Because no
But
comment.
would you have
No
said
comment.
that if this wasn't on a live stream?
No comment.
Fucking snail. No comment.
Whoa! Whoa!
No comment. No comment.
Yeah.
Yo, edit that out.
Next question, please.
Wait. Wait, did you answer?
No, I skipped because doesn't
Oh yeah, right.
doesn't
alright.
bother me.
All right. So, do you guys play for personal achievement or to try and beat somebody?
I basically play for personal achievement, but I am competitive too.
I'll play to beat someone else. I look at someone who's higher and I want to pass them more than I look at my progress. So, like, it's really hard to stay motivated if you're first because there's no one to pass. But if there's someone ahead of you that you're trying to beat, then it's more motivating.
I play for personal achievement. I don't try to beat anyone else because, yeah, it's just my own achievement. I play this game for fun, so yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of in between because although I don't always put in like as many hours as I could per week, per month, even per day, like I have a lot more time than what my HP really shows. But so I guess it kind of is a mix between playing to beat other people, but also just because I enjoy it.
Oh, sorry.
In general, I play for personal achievement, but there are definitely like situations where there are people that I want to pass, and when I pass them, it feels fucking great. Not to name any names, but there's one big case in particular, and there's another one that I want to pass eventually, and when I do, I'm popping bottles.
Yeah, I definitely mainly it's for competition. Like long term, it's definitely the HP grind comparing to your total HP to everyone else's total HP. I try to compete in that recently, or I'm about to hit top page EHP. Be pretty exciting, and obviously short term trying to be Aubrey. So, I mean, like I do like when I like, okay, so like for example, when I hit 200 mil hunter, like I did feel a sense of accomplishment, and I definitely look forward to that sense of achievement. That's why I started this mining goal in the first place, just because I like to actually have on top of just competing, I'd like to have at least a long-term goal. So I definitely there's a little part of me that does play for personal achievement, but it's definitely mainly the competition for me. Yeah. If it was just for personal achievement, I probably wouldn't play. I'd probably play someone else. But yeah. Moving on. So basically, this is a shout out question. So who is your favorite person to hang out with on TeamSpeak?
I love seeing Brad. When I see Brad in TeamSpeak, it's my favorite day of the week, the month, the year, whatever it is. I just love seeing Brad. Like, I'm being genuine right now. Brad is probably my favorite to hang out with in TeamSpeak. I think like just making fun of Brad is so funny, and I can take shots from Brad. I can't usually take shots from other people because I'm kind of insecure, but with Brad, like I have nothing to worry about. So like, just the banter with Brad is great.
My
Love
personal opinion, I'd say Bond and Title Fight, even though both of them have quit. So, besides that, just the regular TS crew. I like all of them.
What's up, viewer? Yeah, viewer is definitely my favorite person to hang with. Yes, just because of his personality and sense of humor. Really can brighten the day. I do miss Title Fight though. He was a great guy to hang out with in TeamSpeak.
He was
Pretty
too funny.
guy. Yeah.
Bond was just a legend.
Bond was online. Did you see him?
Yeah, I PM'd him.
We were all talking with them.
Yeah, Bond too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for me, I have a couple people. I have 3 people. Alkin, for one, because he's nice to hang out with. Second of all, Alex Dumbfounded, because yeah, we always laugh about one individual. Not gonna name anyone, but you know the emoticon. And AJ, because yeah, he always responds to my questions, and he's always in the TeamSpeak.
I'm
Flattered.
gonna shout out my Finnish boy, Frozen Day. Even though he's quiet, I like talking to Frozen Day or Vior, because Vior is really fun to talk to in TS.
Surprised you and Dumbfounded didn't mention each other.
We're e-dating. That's another level.
It's kind of like default.
I see.
For me, Maxibon, he's the man.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Maxi, I love Maxi.
You don't see him too much, but when you do,
Just the Australians in general are really fun to talk
Yeah,
to.
fucking Hilt's a legend too.
oh, I completely forgot about Hill. Honorable mention to Hill.
Hilt.
Yeah, if you can handle his banter, he's a fucking lad.
Yeah, he is.
You don't even need to handle his banter because as long as he's not making fun of you, it's fucking hilarious.
He's like never nice to people, but
He is when you get to know him. He's nice.
If you're one-on-one with him,
Yeah,
he's
one-on-one,
a
he'll be
puppy
nice.
dog. But other than that, he's a fucking pit bull.
that's true.
Fight!
Who did that? Who did that?
I was dumbfounded.
Does he get the feathers?
I think he gets the feathers. unless
Yeah, I think
someone
he gets the
can
feathers.
top that.
Oh, okay. He wins the feathers.
I know one way you can top that, but I'm not gonna give it to him.
Fight!
All
It
right.
sounded equal. I don't know who that was.
That was Oli.
All right, moving on. So besides Bradfordly / Turgle, who has the most autism in Solace?
That's a good
Damn.
question.
Wow.
That's a really good question.
It's a really good question.
Brad.
I said no. I said you can't pick Brad.
Oh,
No
in
one-
that case, probably
no.
Brad.
I know who I'm picking.
Probably Turgle.
Yeah.
I said / Turgle as well.
Or Bradism. Bradism.
I don't know.
Hey, should we skip
Bradness,
this?
maybe?
No, I know who I'm picking right now. I got it.
Yeah, Bradism, he was up there. Brad P, I think, as well. Why you said you had one?
Yeah, you're Curry. I don't know if he's still in the clan
Oh,
still,
he
but
actually
Oh,
has.
shit.
How
I didn't know
Nice
that.
play,
I
nice.
didn't know that.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I honestly did not
You're
know.
not wrong.
Well, is it true about Brad, or do you just take like some online test?
Brad
No,
doesn't
it's
have
not
fucking
true.
autism. He's just incredibly socially awkward.
I did not know. I feel like an ass now.
Wow.
I didn't know.
You're not supposed to actually have it.
For me, I'd probably say Sean Bay, and that's the only reason I'm dating him. I'm looking for the pity card. I want people to think highly of me.
Yeah,
Like,
how
oh,
did
look
I
at
get
dumbfounded? What a
how
great
did I
guy.
get an
He's dating a
e-date?
kid with autism. What a great guy.
Oh, is this
And
your
that's generally what the
humanitarian
effect of
project?
it has been.
Is this your charity project? Date an autist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe someone who does the most repetitive skills in the clan. Maybe AJ. He does mining.
Yeah, I
He
guess
does a
I'm
lot of
pretty
repetitive.
autistic, to be honest.
AJ does a
Fishing's
lot of
more repetitive.
repetitive stuff.
Yeah. Mining,
Fishing
you
is
actually
the
move
exact
around a
same
bit.
thing.
Whoever does the most repetitive skilling in the clan, I guess.
Oh, does Vestfold count?
No,
Yeah.
Because probably Vestfold, if you could count him.
no, you can't.
Alright, well, I'm going to count Vestfold.
All right. I don't think I've ever talked to the guy in voice chat, nor do I know too much about him. But I'm gonna say Lake Echo.
Wow.
Damn.
What makes you say that?
Wow.
Shots fired.
Basically the same reason always said Yukuri.
What, does he have Asperger's too?
I don't know. Him and
I didn't
Yukuri really
know.
got along.
That's true, they did.
Back in the day. You know, and he's still ranked, so I guess he still counts as a Solace member. Yeah, I'm gonna go and say Lake Echo / Soul Execution / okay.
Wasn't his name Solace at one point?
Yes, it was Soul, like Soul.
S-O-U-I-U-S. Solace.
Yeah, like Soul Rune and like S as in pure essence. Yeah.
Ugh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I guess Solace has a lot of autism. You guys think? If we didn't, if I said like if I didn't say like the except for Brad part, would you have all said Brad?
Yeah.
I think it would have been like everyone would have said Brad at the same time without thinking.
We have to be the clan with the most autism too, because we have the highest agility average.
Yeah, I guess
That's
I'm
true.
autistic.
Yeah.
I guess.
So how far would you guys go to be efficient? So like an example of this would be like sprint into the house, like through the house, save ticks.
Well, for me, earlier, right before the podcast, I took a crap while playing on my phone, and tried wiping without missing a tick. So there's that.
Were you doing it standing or sitting?
How would
That's
you
important.
stop
I'm like-
standing up?
Okay, no, I'm like in the middle of that.
You're a hybrid.
I'm a hybrid. So yeah,
People
you're
really
crouching?
stand to shit.
No, to wipe.
I'm like in the middle. Like I don't sit on the toilet, but like I'm off
Dude,
the
what
bowl.
the fuck?
Yeah, I missed a few ticks doing it, but you know, I saved some. Just cause, yeah, I don't even know why I did it to be honest, cause I'm not even gonna get far in the comp.
Still fun to be efficient like that, I think.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
I would probably put my body to extreme limits. Maybe have to be hospitalized. I mean, it depends on the situation. But if you're saying how far would I actually do, like it depends, right? Like what's the stakes at? But there are definitely things I would do that are not healthy. But I know everyone does unhealthy things playing this game. Like playing this game probably isn't healthy in general.
How far would you go to be efficient? Well,
Tell us the story.
you get the Google Chrome remote thing on your phone, so you can basically use your computer on your phone. Take your phone, you put it in a Ziploc bag, and then shower while you're in night res zone.
Have you done that?
It's the one tick
Oh,
bag.
Shit.
Yeah, one tick bag is
That's
pretty
zero
game
tick.
changing. That meta.
You ain't wasting 96.
Ray revolutionized the meta with the one-tick plastic bag in the shower.
You even use the screen then?
Yep.
Over the plastic bag?
Yep.
Oh nice. What do you have, an iPhone?
Yes.
That doesn't work.
You
with an
almost
iPhone.
dropped your phone like you drop soap. Because that shit would go flying and the screen would break.
You only have to click it like once every 90 seconds.
Like, I need a rundown of how you do this, right? Like, do you put the phone down after you click?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you were like holding this with one hand while washing your body with the other or
He
something.
holds it with his chin in his chest.
I'm just like picturing your parents like watching you as you run into the bathroom with that in your
The
hand.
plastic bag.
What the fuck is their son doing, man?
Does that break your phone?
No, you don't put it under the
This
water.
kills the phone.
Well, it doesn't. But some water will splash on it. I don't know.
It is a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, I don't think water's getting into there anytime soon.
Efficiency. I don't really play super. Well, I do play with super efficient, but I wouldn't go to like the extreme for efficiency. After I learned this the hard way after doing prayer one tick, like everything. My hand hurt for like a week at least, so I don't want to do that again. Learn my lesson.
Well, kind of what Ray was saying, I guess. Just getting XP whenever possible, so NMZ in the shower, NMZ at work, NMZ at school.
Sean, I've heard you do souls when you're driving down the highway.
No,
Is true.
I
Please
cannot
don't say that's
confirm nor
true.
deny.
That's what the fuck, Sean?
Please tell me that's true.
That's a political answer, boys.
Okay, I do not drive on the highway while I do soul runes. I do NMZ.
Oh my.
Good
Do you
enough.
overload then, or just?
Yeah, you drink the overload every 5
Every
minutes.
5
Oh
minutes.
wow.
You just pull up your phone, you drink the overload.
I mean, at that point, I'd kind of only just do it to keep my prayer up. I wouldn't really give a fuck about the
Yeah.
overload every 5 minutes.
I mean, if you're pulling your
if I'm
phone out
risking
and
my
you
life.
like-
Yeah, is it worth that risk, Sean?
no, you pull over to the shoulder.
EHP is EHP.
That's true.
Yeah, it's also EHP is EHP, or
I could be
I
rank
don't know how to
1
spell
Death.
that.
dead EHP.
Yeah, like EHP. You have a high scores for that, I guess.
Yeah,
Is
go
there
for
a
the
high
highest
score?
dead EHP.
Oh, highest dead EHP would be a nice high scores to top.
Sean, do you think you could do lavas on the highway?
Oh.
On team.
Living life on the wild side.
Yeah, probably.
One tick prayer.
Max efficiency lavas while driving on the highway.
You could do it, you just wouldn't be able to look at the highway, but I guess that doesn't really matter.
Everyone else should just move over for me.
Nobody else is looking, so why should you?
That's true.
Yeah, for me, I mean, like, I'll try to do things like slightly faster in the house. Like, I would, when I'm making food, quickly, I try to get it done quicker. Also, when I'm like, basically, like whenever I'm in the house, I'm always logged on. So like, I'll always make sure like at least I'm in Nightmare Zone. If I'm going to like, I'll like take a shower. I'll try to stay logged in Nightmare Zone. Like I'll like get the shower all ready, and then make sure my prayer is full. Jump in the shower, and then jump out. Come back when it's about to be dropped. Typically, I wouldn't go as far. Like I really I can't use TeamViewer at work. I don't even know if I would, to be honest, but I don't know how far I would. I guess I don't really know how far I'd go with efficiency. I'd probably convince myself to do that, honestly, but I don't have to worry about that. But I wouldn't go too far. I mean, I try to keep the game separate from anything I have to do in real life, for the most part. That's just, then the efficiency comes with just like minimizing what I need to do in real life. Yeah. So, thoughts on the Deadman mode tournament and seasonal Deadman mode?
Well, I'm kind of salty that the servers went down because of it, due to the DDoS attacks. I I really don't care about the dead man mode servers or the tournament, to be honest. So
Worst idea ever.
Well said.
Not
Yeah,
wrong.
I don't care about it. My real life friend was like wanting to play it with me. I'm like, no, we're just gonna die to some clans. And he's like, but we can make money from it. I'm like, what? Have fun with that.
Yeah, I actually like something that recently happened on the says seasonal. I think it was seasonal dead man mode, or it might have been the. No, it was the regular mode because I think 25 rot members were banned.
Were they all
Dead man
rot?
mode. What?
Were they all rot? I think it was just 25 players.
Yeah, there's 25 people from rot that were. I think it was
Oh,
because of
okay.
account sharing. If I remember correctly.
account sharing.
Saw that on Reddit. I'm actually surprised they went through with that. But I mean, in terms of the mode itself, the tournament, like, okay, cool, it's a hyped up tournament, but I don't think the prize should be 10,000. Like 1,000, then spend the 9,000 on like
DDoS
a bit more
protection.
development for the game, or fucking anything that's not fucking Deadman mode. And seasonal Deadman, it's like, I don't understand why. Like, they saw how underpopulated the servers were towards the end. I don't see why they're even trying to revive it. Just give us those servers back. Who gives a fuck about Deadman mode, honestly? Spend the money elsewhere. Spend your dev time elsewhere. Deadman mode's not the place, it's dead. You can even see it in the name.
Oh, can I add something? I loved when they said Deadman mode would require no dev time when Deadman mode was proposed on stream, like, I don't know, 7 months ago, 8 months ago. And like, whenever Deadman mode came out, like, the only updates were about Deadman mode. And then occasionally we got scaling K perks, which is nice. But then, like, just Deadman for dead content, basically.
I like seasonal Deadman mode, but I don't like the $10,000 tournament. After seasonal is over, I'll probably play, or after the $10,000 tournament thing is over this Saturday, I'll probably play seasonal for fun. I don't know whether or not to swap to old school. I'll play it, but I agree that Deadman mode doesn't work in the way that it just functions off of a spike of hype where thousands of people play and then it just drops off dramatically.
Yeah, there's also just way too many flaws with the mode. I don't think it should have been released in the first. Well, to be honest, like, I'm kind of glad it brought a lot of publicity to the game. At first, that's like the one good thing that came out of it. But I don't think we're gonna have that again. Maybe with the tournament, but I don't think they. If they do go through the, well, obviously they're going through with the tournament, but I don't think that they should do more of these. I think like the one tournament is probably gonna be the most hyped out of all of them, because at the end of the day, next tournaments everyone knows is gonna win. Rot's gonna take it every single time. They're just gonna split the money between clan. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know why. I don't even see the point. Like, big tournament's cool, but the fact that Rot's gonna win no matter what just kind of defeats the purpose of the tournament. And I don't think it warrants spending $10,000 on it. But Jagex is Jagex. So yeah. So someone asked, what will happen when I beat Aubrey to Tuner Mining? Now, I mean, all the cockiness aside, obviously, like, there's gonna be Twitter. Like, obviously, I'm like, when I beat him, obviously, I'm gonna be a sore winner. Like, you know, I'm gonna pull a Hexus, start handing some L's. But I mean, all of that aside, like, I'm really like, I'm really glad that there actually is active competition. Like, that I'm actually my rank is being, because when I first started mining, I was like fully confident that I was going to get rank 2 mining and that I could do it at a relaxing pace and not have any competition. But now I was also slightly disappointed that there wasn't going to be any competition for mining when I first started. But now Aubrey's come around and he's looking like he's just going to be consistent the whole way through. I'm really glad that I have somebody to compete with. I really appreciate the competition, and even if he wins, I'm gonna be glad that I had a reason to push myself. Yeah.
Yeah, so originally you wanted 50 mil mining, and you did that with ease, and then I was talking to you about it a little bit, and I think you had said you weren't sure about 200 mil, but you did say you wanted to keep going until you're at least bored of it. But
and now
yeah.
I don't really have a reason to stop anymore, because if I just stop, then it's just gonna be game over. Like, my reputation will be destroyed. I'll be like the burnt out person that couldn't compete with Aubrey, blah blah blah, and so many L's. Like, I really am looking forward to a W for Solace. I believe it's gonna happen. I do not want to be responsible for another L for Solace. It's gonna be W's from here on out. At least when I'm in charge. I mean, best of luck to Aubrey. He could push his hours up, and then it would push me even more. But if we remained at the pace that we're at right now, I would probably beat him by a few mil XP, just barely, honestly, because he's on a slightly higher week than me, and he's been on a slightly higher week than me for a while. And I know Aubrey's watching this. I'm pretty sure he's watching this. Aubrey is a great miner. He's very consistent, and I did not expect him to be this consistent from the beginning. He's definitely proved himself, and if he gets rank 2, he definitely deserves it, because it's clear that I have more free time than he does, because I'm putting nearly the same amount of hours into mining that he does, and I'm actually putting much more time in other skills like NMZ and thieving, and he's definitely dedicated, and I respect that. Definitely representing Hexus in a good way, and if he wins, definitely deserves it. Looking forward to see what happens in potentially under 4 months from now. See who takes the top 2 rank. But yeah, about it for that.
You can do it.
Sorry?
You can do it.
I believe in myself. I'll definitely beat him. But if I don't beat him, then respect.
Then you have to step down. Or becomes the new leader.
Have to step down. Who would take my place?
What up? Oi, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Hilt
for leader.
Hilt for president.
That would be fair.
Hilt for president.
I'd like Hilt.
Yeah. Moving on to this topic.
Most important question.
Most important question of the podcast. Brace yourselves. Tits or ass?
About that booty.
Booty.
I'm an ass man through and through.
Oh, you guys are fucking awesome.
Ass man. I actually changed to an ass man.
Yeah.
Over time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of the same way. Like when I was a lot younger, like a younger teenager, I definitely respected the titties a lot more. But yeah, like pretty much the ass is the main thing, then almost the only thing that I evaluate now. Titties, I mean, yeah, they're cool, but ass, definitely the fat ass.
Could I just say something? Like
Go
I
ahead.
Go right
am
ahead.
an ass man, but also like mainly I don't really care. Like I'm very into legs, like in general. Like great
Do you have a
legs.
leg
Yeah, I
fetish?
mean like that. Yeah.
Like you
Always
can't
knew
just
it.
be like, oh, I'm an ass man. You have to
Well,
appreciate legs
the
as
question
well.
was tits or ass. We can throw in legs in there if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Alright, upper body or
Thigh
lower
fucker
body?
From Dior.
Lower body.
Yeah, lower body.
That's the actual question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's the same thing. What? Yeah, it's the same thing. Well, I guess you could include her pussy in there too. So, like, I guess that falls into play. We didn't ask that originally.
This is such a deep question.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be the
Did
longest
you answer,
question on
Sean?
the whole podcast.
Oh, it's ask no question.
We all wanted ass.
Not even
All
close.
loaded ass. Loaded ass.
Hmm.
All right. Last question of the podcast. Are you ashamed to admit to your roommates? Now, if you don't have any roommates, you don't have to answer the question if you want to. Or you could say your parents instead, your brother, your family.
Question.
Are you ashamed to admit to whoever that you play RuneScape?
Hold up, let me just go first, because this question is directed at me. Fuck you, Brad, or whoever posted this question. I'm pretty sure it was Brad. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed. Like, you think that for some strange reason, but my roommates
Because you
watch
always
me play.
mute.
Like, the only reason I don't, it's just I don't come in TS when my roommate's there, because I don't want to be loud and annoying. That's all. I'm not afraid to admit that I play RuneScape. I don't go out of my way to tell people, but I'm not afraid to admit it.
You afraid to admit you shoot heroin?
I'm not afraid to shoot heroin. Mama didn't raise no bitch. Oh man.
All right.
No, I'm not ashamed of it. People ask me like what games I play. I'll say RuneScape. Like I think all my real life friends know.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of it either. I'll tell basically anybody that asks.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna go out and like brag about it, but like, if someone mentioned PC games or something, I'd probably mention it in the conversation. I'm not gonna like run around like wearing a RuneScape hat or something,
Wearing a party
or like
hat
role play in
what?
real life. But
You don't have the
you know,
RuneScape
like,
hat with the skull on it? Show
Yeah.
everyone that you're a PK.
no. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I'm not gonna go out and brag about it at the same time. Someone asked me, I'd say yes, and if they ask me, they probably also play as well. So it's probably not like if they asked you, like, it's clear that they play RS2, so it's not even bad to answer, even if you are ashamed, because they probably play too.
I don't care. I'll just tell people. I don't tell them, but I have nothing to hide.
Tell your
Like,
boss.
Iron Man.
Tell my
Iron Man
boss.
RuneScape player.
Actually,
Wait.
my boss asked which video games I played, and I didn't mention RuneScape. So
I guess you're
Oh,
right.
that's a
Wow.
sign. No, you're ashamed.
Wow.
You're ashamed.
maybe I am ashamed.
You're a
Actually,
closet scaper.
He's in the
but how?
closet
If
of something else,
I don't
too.
even use an alias though in game, so I'm not ashamed at all. And nothing to hide.
Last name is not Bay.
Yeah.
It can be if you want it to be.
No, it's not.
You don't know that.
No,
My name's
one
not.
You
but it
told
isn't.
me, Sean. You told me.
My name's not Sean.
There it is. Can confirm.
Probably not, because you have Sean
Selling
spelled the
selling
most
Sean
retarded
Day's
way.
Facebook to no.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, he's gonna dox me.
For me, I'm fucking ashamed of playing RuneScape. I don't know why, but just the mentality in Belgium isn't for RuneScape, and yeah, I just hope with the Chinese market, it'll brought like the advertisements will reach the people in Belgium, and more people from Belgium will play. Because at the moment, only like 5 or 4 people are in the RuneScape high level community that are from Belgium, and yeah. That sucks. So,
You have
I'd
Kai,
say-
man.
Wait,
yeah. Well, yeah, I've Kai, man. I have
you have Slayer Lamp as well.
Slayer Lamp.
Belgium
and
has
Merrick,
great skillers.
And Dreary, if that even counts. Or was it Dreary? I don't know.
Nah, he ain't
who was
playing.
from Belgium?
Not playing
went to-
anymore.
German.
Oh, sure. Yeah, well, yeah, he came from Belgium and then went to Germany or whatever. But yeah, he doesn't play. He doesn't even play anymore, but yeah.
Team Canada.
Canada.
So this.
And any more questions? Please?
So yeah. So this is your first Your first podcast you've been on, Wombat. How'd you like it?
God.
Feel comfortable?
More towards the end, but
Don't talk about it.
well, just some moments that were very, very embarrassing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like what?
you, like
What?
AJ when he was like, "I lost you at vegetarian."
Yeah.
Hey,
well,
like to be
we all
honest, I wasn't
did.
really paying attention because I knew like that was I don't really, I'm not really interested in the whole vegan thing or whatever vegetarian shit.
I'm a vegan.
But
I CrossFit.
Are you
Oh
an Iron Man?
my.
I'm an
Figured.
Iron Man.
Are you an Iron Man?
Yeah, I Yelp as well.
Just
You
just
must
put
be
him
Jewish,
just
then.
put him down now.
so you guys have any questions? I think Christian was about to post one. Stall time.
Oh yeah, to answer
Oh, okay.
Shale
If-
the Whale. Wait, yeah. To answer Shale the Whale, yeah, Lowlander is from Belgium, but Lowlander, he's an Iron Man. He's an ultimate Iron Man even. He's not skiller. Come on, that's not a high level skilling community.
All right, we're going to quickly answer this. Crescendo just asked if Jagex introduces more microtransactions into old school when the Chinese acquisition happens, will you play less / quit or pay to win? Leave this open-ended.
I think they'd add it to RS3 before they add it to old school, because I'm pretty sure still more people play that, and players who play RS3 are more inclined to spend real money.
There's no way in hell I'd spend real money on this game. I see it as a waste.
I'd only quit if all my friends quit,
So if I quit,
and Ray's my only friend. So if Ray quits, I'm out. And I wouldn't spend money on this game either. Fuck that.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I could not spend. Like maybe I'll handle cosmetics, but I cannot handle XP for or real life money for XP. No, I'm out. I'll go play some other
no pay
game.
to win.
If real life money for in-game XP ever happens, I'm out.
Yeah, I'd probably get demotivated and quit as well.
Am I the only one that wouldn't give a fuck?
No, I wouldn't give a fuck either.
Well,
Unless you can fucking buy pets. That would suck. But yeah.
Well, like
no,
I said, I
would
wouldn't
just
give a
play.
fuck unless my friends quit.
Like I mean, like it's pay to win, but like just like with RS3, like you can just altscape and use bonds and pay for spins and shit. Like if it was like that, then I wouldn't really mind. Most people aren't really gonna like, especially like high level skillers, aren't gonna pay all this money just to compete, have an edge. Most people are just gonna altscape more heavily for it. I mean, like I wouldn't quit. I hope it doesn't happen.
Like
I
I
wouldn't
don't
play last either.
know if I'd quit, but like I feel like I'd be demotivated, even though I play for personal achievement. Like I just, for some reason, I feel like that'd demotivate me.
Yeah.
I'd probably play less. I don't like maybe
Just knowing
quit.
that someone could pass you by spending RL money.
Yeah, like that's just kind of annoying. I'd find.
All right. Well,
Oh,
guess
there's
we have run out of questions for the
there's
podcast.
one more. There's one more. Dukami.
you get it
I-
on.
Fuck, I'm not gonna
Most
answer that.
handsome member of Solace.
What
Brad.
does the podcast think about me doing a Slayer 30 hour for the comp after I've already been awake
Who
for
gives
14
a
hours?
fuck?
You
Alright,
can
I'll
do it,
answer.
Dukami.
Yeah, we believe in you, Dukami.
I got my
We'll
money
cut
on
this
you.
out,
You
though.
better win.
I don't believe in you. I think it would be smart to nap, to be
I think
honest.
the autism is gonna kick in. He'll beat it. He'll do it.
I'd like to say that Dumbfounded won the prize of 50k feathers for screaming "fat" the loudest during the podcast.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations, Dumbfounded.
I'll give those feathers to
Congrats.
Logan.
Yeah,
He'll
he
need
needs
them for 200 mil fishing.
Yeah, Logan's going for 200 mil. He needs some.
my competition.
All right. So if that's everything, the next Solace podcast, the number 15, will be the weekend of.
Wait, Crescendo has a good question.
No, he doesn't.
What is
Yeah,
it?
he does.
What is it?
If you had the ability to remove one achievement from someone on the podcast, who would you dick over and why?
No, fuck that. We're not answering that. All right. Next podcast will be the weekend of the 9th, 10th of April. Gonna upload the YouTube video to this in a few days after the comp is finished. I don't really feel like, well, we don't really feel like uploading it right now, so we're gonna wait a few days. We're gonna get timestamps on it. I'm gonna start tweeting out a Google form where you can ask what you want or topics that you want for the next podcast. Yeah, that's everything. Anyone else have anything else to say?
Shout out to Uluvada.
Shout out to Duration's aunt.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Bond and Title.
Shout out to New Long Borad.
Shout out to Ronan.
my aunt.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ronan. Yeah.
Ronan. Wow.
And thanks for watching.
One more.
See
Good
you
luck on
later.
the comp, everyone.
Shout out to
No.
Lelador because I have everything on him.
Go Lelador 48 hour.
I
Lelador
have
48
I
hour
have
try
one more
hard
thing. I have
yak.
one more thing.
Alright, well, but
Hashtag make graceful great again.
no.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And
Keep the
and
hashtag going.
KYS.
Okay, we should end it now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.